Welcome, dear soul. If you found your way here tonight, I imagine your mind has become louder than the room around you. Perhaps your body is tired, but your thoughts refuse to rest. Perhaps your heart keeps reaching into tomorrow, searching for certainty it cannot possibly find tonight. If that is where you are, I want you to know this. You do not have to solve your life before you are allowed to sleep. Certainty does not have to arrive before your body is allowed to rest. Peace is not something you earn by thinking through every possible thing that could go wrong. Tonight, we are not going to chase sleep. We are going to make a place where sleep can find you. Somewhere softer within you. Somewhere quieter. Somewhere that does not need every answer before it is willing to loosen its grip. Let your body feel the bed beneath you, the sheets against your skin, the pillow holding the weight of your head. There is something deeply tender about allowing the body to be carried after a day of carrying everything else. You are not floating alone in the dark. Something is beneath you. Something is holding you without asking you to explain why you are tired. And maybe that is where we begin. Not with a grand feeling of peace, but with the smallest remembering that you do not have to hold yourself up tonight. Take a breath in and let it leave slowly. And again. Not to force calm, but to remind the body that there is still a rhythm beneath the noise. Breath comes in. Breath goes out. Life keeps moving through you, even when the mind is tangled. The 3 a.m. mind has its own language. It speaks in unfinished things, in what-ifs, in memories that return with sharp edges, in futures that feel real only because the room is dark and your body is tired. It can make a thought feel like a warning. It can make a worry feel like wisdom. It can make tomorrow feel as though it is already standing at the foot of the bed, demanding an answer. The mind you have at 3 a.m. is not always the mind you should trust with the whole story of your life. It is a tired mind, a frightened mind, a mind trying to build certainty out of shadows. So tonight, when a thought comes forward, you do not have to bow to it. You can simply recognize it. This is fear speaking. This is the old protector reaching for the lantern. This is the part of me that learned to stay awake because being caught off guard once cost too much. And instead of turning against that part of you or making it wrong for being afraid, imagine sitting beside it the way you would sit beside someone you love who has forgotten they are safe enough to close their eyes. You might say quietly within yourself, I see why you learned to keep watch. I see why the night feels hard. I see why uncertainty feels like safety. But we are here now, in this room, in this breath, in this body. And we do not have to walk every hallway of tomorrow tonight. Let that be a boundary. Tomorrow can wait outside the door. You can meet it when the light comes. For now, let the story shrink back down to the size of this room. Feel the bed beneath you, the breath moving through you, and the quiet truth that this moment is asking for less than your mind believes it is. Let your jaw loosen. Let your shoulders remember they are not responsible for holding the sky in place. Let your hands rest as if they are allowed to stop gripping the edges of what might happen. If your chest is tight, bring your attention there with tenderness. If your stomach is clenched, let your breath move toward it like warm water. Let the next exhale be a little longer than the inhale, as if your body is quietly setting something down. Again, breathe in gently and let the breath leave as though the night does not need anything from you right now. You are not trying to erase the body's fear. You are letting the body know it is no longer alone with it. That is different, softer. It is where trust begins. Imagine now that somewhere inside of you there is a small light, the kind you might leave glowing in the hallway for a child who is afraid of the dark. Soft enough to rest beside, steady enough to remind you that you are not empty inside yourself. You do not need to make the light brighter. You only need to remember it is there. A small warmth, a quiet witness, something steady inside you that fear has never been able to take. And when the mind begins again, bringing you the list, the memory, the money worry, the unanswered message, or the decision you did not know how to make, you can answer it with something steady. I will not follow fear into the dark. I will rest first and meet the truth in the morning. Let those words become a boundary around the night, a quiet turning back toward yourself. Because not every thought needs to be invited in. Not every fear needs a chair at the table. Some things can wait for daylight. Some answers need a rested body. If a thought passes through, let it move like a cloud across the night sky. You do not have to follow where it goes. And if sleep has not come yet, let that be okay. Sometimes the body has to feel the quiet for a while before it remembers how to rest. I want you to imagine now that the worries have somewhere else to go for the night, into the open palm of something greater than you, something quiet enough to hold what your body no longer needs to carry alone. And one by one, let the worries leave your body. The thing you cannot control, set it down. The conversation you keep replaying, set it down. The money fear, set it down. The fear that you are behind, set it down. The fear that if you stop watching over everything, something will fall apart, set it down. Set it down for the night, not because it doesn't matter, but because carrying it until morning will not make you safer. It will only make you more tired. You deserve to meet your life tomorrow with more of yourself intact. Let the night stop being a courtroom where every fear comes to make its case. You do not have to defend your existence at this hour, prove you are doing enough, or make a plan for every possible version of the future. For now, let the room be quiet around you. Let the breath be simple. Let the body take whatever rest it can. And if the mind begins to wander, bring it back to the words we chose together. I will not follow fear into the dark. I will rest first and meet the truth in the morning. Let those words stay with you now as the music carries you deeper into the quiet. You do not need to repeat them perfectly. Let them become a feeling in the body, a boundary around the night, a remembering that fear does not get to lead you all the way into the dark. For these next few minutes, my voice will step back, not because you are alone, but because your body knows how to receive what the mind has been reaching for. If you are still here with me, let my voice return softly. There is nothing you need to gather now. There is nothing you need to prepare for. Let this be the last thing your mind has to hold tonight. You are allowed to rest before everything is resolved. May your body remember the feeling of being held. May your mind release what was never meant to be answered in the dark. And may sleep come gently, not because you chased it, but because you made a place where it could come. Whenever you need to find your way back to the home within, I will meet you here. With much love, dear soul.